Welcome back. In the previous session, we have begun with analysis and interpretation of financial statements. It is one of the duty of the management accountant to maintain a detailed analysis and proper interpretation of statements so as to assist or help top level in decision making. Before going into analysis and interpretation, we need to find out what are the various statements prepared in financial statement. First one, income statement, profit and loss account, statement of retained earnings, balance sheet, fund flow statement, cash flow statement. In the previous class, we discussed about income statement or profit and loss account and statement of retained earnings or profit and loss appropriation account. Next, we will deal with balance sheet. We all know balance sheet is a position statement and it is usually prepared in a T-shaped format. Okay, balance sheet, as you all know, balance sheet is a list of all balances of account left after preparing the income statement, as we have mentioned above. Together with the balance of the income statement, it discloses the financial position of the business on the last day of the accounting period. By financial position, we mean the assets the business owns and the liabilities it owns, including the amount due to the proprietors. The various items in the balance sheet are shown under separate heads. For the better understanding and analysis, balance sheet is prepared in vertical form in management accounting system. Following is the pattern of the balance sheet which we have been dealing with. Okay. The actual form is a vertical form. Before we go into vertical form, let's discuss about various items which we are going to deal with. Earlier we know that left hand side is a liability side and right hand side is the asset side. But in this concept or vertical format, we used the terms sources and applications. Okay, in the sources side, we all know it consists of fixed liabilities and current liabilities, and in the application, it consists of fixed assets and current assets. But there is some minor changes in this statement. Just go through it. In the sources side, we first give importance to shareholders fund. And under shareholders fund, it consists of equity share capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus. All these three comprises of shareholders fund. Okay, followed by next one, borrowed fund. Borrowed fund actually it consists of long-term funds, basically bonds, debentures, long-term loans. All these these areas comprising sources side of the balance sheet of the vertical form. And in the application side, we first have fixed assets, as we all know. Next area is tricky one. This one, net current assets or working capital. Take a good care. In this side, we write net current assets or working capital. Working capital is the difference between current assets and current liabilities. In the vertical form, we show current liability like this. We deal with current assets and show as working capital. Working capital is that part of capital set aside from the main capital so as to meet the day-to-day operations of the business. In formula basis, it will be explained as current assets minus current liabilities. This is the actual format of a vertical form balance sheet. In the further cases, we will be doing problem on the basis of this format. Just go through the items. It's all similar. We will discuss in this previous slide. Okay. Let's deal with some equations on the basis of items shown in the balance sheet. Shareholders funds plus long-term debt. That's comprising of left hand side of the balance sheet or the first half of the vertical form is equal to fixed asset plus working capital. We have discussed about this. Where shareholders fund is otherwise known as proprietors fund or owner's equity or net assets. Keep familiar with all these words because they might be used interchangeably in various problems. So don't get confused. All this means the same. Long-term debts includes bonds, debentures, bank loans. Bank loans may be given as long-term bank loans and short-term bank loans. You select long-term bank loans under long-term debts. Short-term will be taken in current liability situations. Next one, working capital. We have discussed about this area in the previous slide. It is the difference between current assets and current liabilities. Working capital is otherwise known as net working capital or net current assets. Different types of analysis. We will deal with different types of analysis in the coming sessions.